The article I chose is called Achieving Choral Excellence in Culturally Diverse Settings by Diane Bromley from the Texas Music Educators Association's website. So she poses a question as to how do we teach a population of students that is constantly growing in diversity in however many ways. One thing she poses is that we should embrace our specific students in our specific situation and make success our end goal. And that sounds really simple, but it's a lot easier said than it is done. So the experience we faced in school and high school and most likely in college is going to be different probably from the experience that we'll have actually teaching in the settings that we're placed in. It'll be hard to find a way to make choir enticing to students who haven't really had that urge to be in classical music, especially in rural Alabama where there aren't any big cities that have opera houses or places or venues that classical music is performed or elevated. Some students will be involved in choir because they truly love it and have parents who have engaged in music themselves and they've encouraged a deeper value for music. And some will simply be in it just to be with friends. Some might only listen to music on the radio, and some might have to worry about taking care of their family because their parent might be sick and can't work. There are many situations that we face as teachers, and what can we do to succeed with a culturally diverse population of students? And it starts by making a connection with each student and the community. We must take a situational approach and be open to change for each individual class. So we must put the students first and teach each student according to their background and where they're from, and look at what their culture is like or what their home's like, and try to make your teaching style to best fit them. So the author tells the story of when she accepted the job of fine arts director for a district of schools in Texas. The demographic of this district was 97% Hispanic, 3% white, and 100% of the population participated in the free breakfast and lunch program. So the entire school district was very poor. The superintendent required all new faculty and administrators in the district to visit the neighborhoods where their students lived. As they toured the poverty-stricken neighborhoods, she began to ask herself, how do I teach these students who don't have their basic needs met? She realized the answer to this was that she needed to redefine how and why choral music is important for them to learn. And also just to teach more than just music in her classroom. There are a lot of things you can teach in the classroom other than just music, kind of indirectly. In situations like this, we need to teach music, but also make success an attainable goal. Many of these students haven't had a lot of success in their lives, or what they consider success. Especially in poor areas, they might think they failed, or the parents might feel that way. So it's our job at school to make it to where they feel safe and that there's an atmosphere of respect and acceptance for the students and their families. Many directors have a cookie-cutter approach to teaching. They think one way of teaching will accommodate each class, which that doesn't work for each student. Their way of teaching might help a small percentage of the class, but every student deserves to be taught in a way that benefits them. This type of teaching requires flexibility and openness to change. We should accept the idea that diversity in the classroom provides a richness to a program. The author in this article provides a list of practical things we can do in a classroom to promote this atmosphere of respect and other things that will make a student feel safe in class and help them to learn better. So the first category is respect. There's respect for yourself and each other, student to teacher, teacher to student, and student to student. Respect for the music and the work to prepare the music. Respect for those in leadership positions, and model respect daily. That's important to model respect yourself because, students learn by observing you, and if you don't model respect in your classroom to your students, then there's no way that they're going to have that same respect for each other or for you. So the next category is success, and there's accept success, set high expectations that students can and will achieve. Establish consistent expectations day to day, week to week, and month to month. Accept no excuses, just results. Motivate every student every day. Connect choir to real life. Hard work equals success. That's important. That goes with teaching more than just music and choir. That would be teaching hard work, and hard work most likely will lead to success. And to model success daily. Again, teach these things by actually doing them. The next category is nurturing. And that's forge relationships with students and parents. Make the choir hall emotionally and physically safe and accessible. Value each student. Let them know who they are and what they do matters. Make choir and choral music culturally relevant. Be willing to teach more than just music. Teach life skills. Instill pride. Work hard. Play hard. Love what you do. Be a role model for students every day. And a lot of that is, too, just giving them confidence that they can do a lot. Like giving them confidence for their everyday life, not only in singing and being comfortable singing in class, but also giving them the confidence to be themselves in everything that they do. And the next category is pedagogy. Is employ consistent, effective teaching strategies every day, bell to bell. Address student learning where they are. Lay a strong foundation and then build. Use quality, accessible, and challenging materials. Choose worthy, appropriate repertoire. Be prepared and plan. And accept personal responsibility for student success. Again, that last one is looking at yourself more than trying to tell the students one thing and you're not doing the same thing. A lot of, in this pedagogy, this is, and the second one on here is address student learning where they are. And it's important to meet the students where they are, and that goes back to the situational learning. If you start each class at the same pace, then one class might be behind on whatever you're working on. So you need to make sure that you are in tune to what the class is like and their skill level and their personality, so that you can appropriately teach that class. Diane Bromley ends this article with encouraging words. Embrace the joys of a culturally diverse classroom, even in the challenging times. The rewards, theirs and ours, will be great and long-lasting.